Welcome back on this Friday. Glad that you are joining us. We're going to get right into our reading for today from Luke chapter 19, starting with verse 11. As they heard these things, Jesus proceeded to tell a parable, because he was near to Jerusalem and because they supposed that the kingdom of God was to appear immediately. He said, therefore, a nobleman went into a far country to receive for himself a kingdom and then return. Calling 10 of his servants, he gave them 10 minas and said to them, engage in business until I come. But his citizens hated him and sent a delegation after him, saying, we do not want this man to reign over us. When he returned, having received the kingdom, he ordered these servants to whom he had given the money to be called to him, that he might know what they had gained by doing business. The first came before him, saying, Lord, your mina has made 10 minas more. And Jesus said to him, well done, good servant. Because you have been faithful in very little, you shall have authority over 10 cities. And the second came and told him, Lord, your mina has made 5 minas. And he said to him, and you are to be over 5 cities. Then another came, saying, Lord, here is your mina, which I kept laid away in a handkerchief. For I was afraid of you, because you are a severe man. You take what you did not deposit. You reap what you did not sow. He said to him, I will condemn you with your own words, you wicked servant. You knew that I was a severe man, taking what I did not deposit and reaping what I did not sow. Why then did you not put my money in the bank, and at my coming I may have collected it with interest? And he said to those who stood by, take the mina from him and give it to the one who has 10 minas. And they said to him, Lord, he has 10 minas. I tell you that to everyone who has, more will be given, but to the one who has not, even what he has will be taken away. But as for these enemies of mine who did not want me to reign over them, bring them here and slaughter them before me. This is the gospel of the Lord. What a way to end the gospel reading, right? By the ruler calling for those who opposed him to be put to death. As we look at this a little bit more, we get the context. He is passing by Jericho, went to Zacchaeus' house, was teaching there about the kingdom of God, and welcoming Zacchaeus in. Now, notice that the people there it says that they are supposing that the kingdom of God was to appear immediately, because Jesus was getting close to Jerusalem, and that's where the king was to sit on the throne. Now, this story that we hear, this parable that he tells, is similar to the one in Matthew, but there are major changes as well. Not the same story, even though it sounds similar. First of all, he goes to be placed as to receive for himself a kingdom and then to return. He is going to be anointed king. Now, the citizens that we hear about sent a delegation after him saying, we don't want him to be our king. That's the first part. Now, then he pretty much ignores that part till he gets to the end. The second part is this, that each of the 10 servants received the same mina. In Matthew's story, it was talents, and one received 10, one received 5, one received 1 according to their abilities. Here, they all receive the same. They all receive 1 mina. And then the third, what they did, one earned 10 mina, 1,000%. One gained 500% of what he was given, but the other one hid it away, much as in Matthew's story. Now, the reward, though, is different. The one who made 10 received 10 cities. The one who made 5 minas received 5 cities in that kingdom. And the one, what he had was taken away. A little bit different again. The fourth part is the punishment for those citizens who had opposed him to become king. They were put to death. Now, this one is not about using the goods that God has given to us necessarily, but it is about the kingdom of God. As we wait for the kingdom of God, we are to wait and work while we wait. You can whistle while you wait, work and wait as well if you want. The point is that we are to be at the work of God's good until he returns. The enemies, those opposed to the king, represent those who were opposed to Jesus and his kingdom. They will be sent to suffer in hell for all eternity. But notice the servants, even the one who did nothing, still was part of the kingdom, was not put to death. We are called to wait, but while we wait, we work. We work for his kingdom as it will be fulfilled. That's all I have for today. I'll be looking this weekend. I might set out another one or two as I try to get caught up from this past week. So hopefully we'll see you then. The next one we're going to be talking about is the entry into Jerusalem, again, where people are thinking that Jesus is going to be anointed king. God bless. We'll see you then.